Hey y'all, good morning. Today we are having a little um, sort of afternoon tea. Yeah, I guess it's almost afternoon. It's like an hour away, so afternoon tea. I made some green tea, decaffeinated. I don't know where I got this from. It's from HEB. And I thought it would be nice to relax outside in my screened in patio at home. Usually, I always just want to run away and travel somewhere, but this weekend I couldn't get any flights on Frontier Airlines for free. So, if I can't fly anywhere for free, then I'm not going anywhere. It's that simple. So, it's a good time to just relax at home, be grateful for the things that I do have. Yeah, I would have, you know, it's the kind of thing that if I were in Vegas or something, I would have signed up for if they had some kind of afternoon tea, at the Bellagio or somewhere on a balcony. I would have signed up for it and used my points and miles, to get it kind of for free, quote unquote. But I can do that wherever I want, So it's a good learning experience for me that I can have a wonderful time and be relaxing at my own home with my own green tea. Wow. It was almost about a year ago I was in Japan and I was having green tea in my room at the Grand Hyatt in Tokyo. And I thought it was one of the most luxurious things in the world. It was all free with my Hyatt points. But I'm having it here right now as well in my own home. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. A little green tea is very relaxing. It's full of antioxidants and whatnots. Maybe, I don't know. So thank you for joining me for tea with the duck today on this beautiful Sunday, October the 12th, I think. Yeah, I got this notice in the mail. I never check my front door. I usually just come in through the garage, and sometimes these things sort of pile up there, especially if I'm traveling. So I want to take them down so people don't think that this house is empty all the time. But I noticed this, I got this notice, look at this, bulky item collection. So it says, I can put some items out there for bulky item collection by October 20th. So, I have about a week. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, barbecue grills, water heaters, fencing, up to 6 car tires, small pieces of carpeting, 3 TVs, and 3 wooden pallets. Wow. So it's that time of the year where I think about what I can divest myself of, what I can get rid of. Of, of course, I like to get things. I like to bring wealth into my life. But, I used to watch those Susie Orman, the Susie Orman show. And she always used to say, if you're a financial kind of person, you like money, she used to say, sometimes you have to get rid of things to clear space to bring in new wealth and things like that. I don't consider myself a hoarder by any means, I'm not. But I do like getting things, especially if they're free. Friends and family are always knocking on the door saying, hey, do you want this furniture? Do you want this? And they know I am, I simply can't resist a good deal. I can't resist something that's free. So I'm usually the one who says yes. Someone must have given this to me for free too at one point. My brother gave me this mug that has a pug on it. Back when I used to have a pug, mug with a pug. So I look around at what I have in my house. Sometimes can get to the point where I'm like, I may need to get rid of some of this stuff, but I don't want to because a lot of it's very beautiful, some of it I know is worth something, you know, but if you're losing your space and you're not able to bring in things that spark joy, like they used to say on that old show, that Marie Kondo thing, then sometimes things that seem to have value are actually detracting from your life value. That's the way I view it. So I do have some things that I want to get rid of. I have pieces of carpet that need to go. I have an old toilet that's been sitting out there in the backyard for a while. That needs to go. But also, I probably have some furnishings in this house that don't need to be there. Yeah, there's too many things in there. My garage, half of the garage is filled with random things that I can't seem to get rid of. But since I only have one car and I use one half of the garage for the car, the other half is sort of like a miscellaneous things. It's like that secret room in the Harry Potter movies where it was just a bunch of stuff. I wouldn't say it's junk, but I mean, the fact that I could go a whole year and not even like miss most of that stuff or even need it means that it kind of is mostly junk. There's a TV in there that I never watch. There's a table that I never use. There's multiple tables in there. Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff, and it's just sitting around in this house. And because I have the space, it's being used, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good use of the space. I could, like I said, be doing better with that space. I could use that space for something better. You know, it's practically a whole room. I could make that a special room in the house instead of it just being a junk closet. I'm always dreaming of different rooms that I want, like a conservatory room or a game room, mud room, just like weird rooms, a music room, a trophy room. There's always rooms. If you, I used to play that game, the Haunted Mansion, the video game, and it has all these bizarre rooms that I wouldn't have ever thought were rooms. But you know, I could do something with that. Instead, it's just festering away, and it's just a storage space for things that I don't need. So it's that time of year to really think about it. Bulky item collection notice. I've got about a week. And so, yeah, I'm going to think really hard. And I think next week maybe I'll check in with you again and discuss dehoarding, getting rid of things that do have a value, otherwise they wouldn't be here. But maybe, like I said, they're sort of detracting from some of the value that that could be in this house, and they're preventing new wealth from flowing in. So, you know, it's something to think about. Something to think about while you're having your tea on a beautiful October morning like today. So, you know, thanks for thinking with me, and maybe you'll think of something too. Put it in the comments if you want to. But yeah, maybe you'll think of, maybe this will help you inspire you to look around your house and say, what do I just really don't need? Even if it's nice, even if it's valuable, what could probably go? I have about a week. So maybe I'll check in with you all again and let you know. All right, well, I'm going to finish my tea. But thanks for joining me a little bit on this beautiful almost afternoon. And we'll chat with you again soon.